All right, Scott. Get hyper. Get hyped.
I'm
Your energy is
hyper.
concerning me. We have to do a show here. Your
I'm
energy
ready.
your energy is concerning me. I'm going to do this stall with my mic. All right. Are you ready to start this mother
I
bugger?
sure am.
Are you ready? Okay, let's just start it. I'm trying to fuck with my microphone. Hi, everybody. Hey, girl. Welcome to Hey Girl with Bobby Jean Spears. I'm Bobby Jean Spears, and I'm here with.
Are you ready?
The Bareback Contessa. Hi, Scott.
Hello. Welcome. Hello.
Thank you. You got renewed for another episode.
Sure
Are you
did.
grateful that
I gotta
brought
say
you
that
back?
intro makes me laugh every time.
Good. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make
I
you.
love having. I've always felt like I've needed a theme,
I'm only. Yeah. I'm.
just in general.
Yeah, and I'm here. I'm here to be that person for you, to make your dreams come alive. Okay, so should we do a check-in real quick?
She done ready to have
Coronavirus!
That's right. It's time again for another coronavirus check-in.
I'm good.
How are you? How are you feeling? Did you have simps?
My symptoms were very mild,
Very mild.
thankfully, because I was vaxxed and boosted.
Good for you. Good for you.
So feeling great. Feel like a whole new woman. Very much enjoying this. I'm still working from home.
So you have to. When do you get off?
So my first day back at work
Or, I mean, when do
technically
you
is
go
supposed to
back?
be Saturday,
Saturday. Okay.
but that was my designated weekend off for this month. So I don't go back to work actually until Monday.
Jesus. So how many days off are you getting for this no
So
symptom
10,
COVID?
12.
Jesus. Must be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But the perks of vaccination.
Right?
I mean, yeah, you get it. Oh, but you didn't have any symptoms.
Oh, yes.
You had a very relaxing.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
very lucky.
So, you know what? If anything, vaccination can lead to a very enjoyable COVID experience. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean,
Wouldn't you rather have the sniffles and stay home for 10 days than
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I am
mean,
going
come
stir
on.
crazy. I am not meant to be at home all the time.
Oh, I am.
I know you are,
I'm
but
made for that life. I
I
trained for quarantine since the day I was born.
I used to think I was made for it, and at one point in my life, I was made for it. There was a time in my life that, like, I could have done this. I've grown out of that time of my life.
What you mean you have to be at work?
No, I've just grown out of being able to just lay around and do nothing all day long.
But that's what you do when you're not at work.
Yes, on my day off, but for 10 days in a row, I can't do that.
Well, what you still have time. Do
Like today,
something.
I haven't stopped moving all day today.
Well, that's a good thing.
I got all of my work done. I sanitized
And it motivated me because I got a lot of work
my
done too.
entire bedroom today.
I got a lot done too. I organized my beauty room and studio room and
Don't feel attacked.
I'm not. I'm just saying when
Okay.
you're motivated
You're
and I'm
motivated.
home by like 2, I feel motivated. When I'm home alone with Jonathan, I'm not motivated because he can stop moving.
Yeah.
He's better at relaxing.
Like I said, like
than
on a
me.
day off, it's very easy for me to just be horizontal all day long
with your
and
legs
it not bother me.
as
However,
spread eagle.
day 2 of that, I'm like, okay, you've done this. By day 3, I'm like, there's got to be some laundry I could do. There's got to be some.
Ugh. Who wants to do
I know. I've
laundry?
been laying here
You're
for 2 days, so I know
disgusting.
there's dishes in the sink that probably need washed.
Disgusting. So, so you had a pretty enjoyable COVID experience.
I did.
I expected to have it.
I mean, I still it was still scary to be like, hey, you have COVID.
I tested negative after we filmed that episode. I got tested the next day. I tested negative. So, I mean, I don't know if it's I didn't get boosted, but maybe the vaccine has kept me from getting it, or I'm like asymptomatic or whatever. But the test came back negative.
And you never leave the house anyway, so you're...
Well, no, but...
And I've sanitized almost every surface in this house multiple times.
Yeah, but I mean, the amount you tongue kiss me...
I know.
I've expected to have it.
I know. There have been several times throughout this week that it's like just, we'll share something, and it's like, oh, but you have COVID.
Yeah.
Like, let's not do that.
I don't... Yeah, but...
let's not share a bowl of brownie batter.
Oh, God. Yeah. We were so desperate. It was the low point. Rock bottom, if you will. What did we have for a snack? What night? How long?
This was night before last.
The night before last. We had a perfectly good brownie mix. We could have had beautiful, delicious brownies.
But we also, and I stand firm in this belief, batter has less calories than the actual brownie.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does. There is a chemical reaction that takes place in the baking process that adds the calories.
I'm
not saying it's calorie free when it's in the batter. I'm just saying
what is the
and there are
ingredient?
actually boxes like recipes on the side of boxes that says cook and uncooked, and the caloric number is higher than the uncooked. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I don't know. I don't really believe that.
More calories are added during the chemical reaction that takes place in the baking
regardless.
process. That's science.
It's not science.
That's science.
It's not science. But
well, that's
anyway,
what I'm sticking to.
We didn't bake it. We just mixed it up and poured it in cereal bowls and
went at it.
Actually,
there's no shame in my game. That's like a Tuesday night for me.
Well, it was Tuesday night. Right?
It was Monday.
Really? No. Today is Thursday.
Today's Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. Is it?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
I'm 1,000% sure because I had a meeting today, and it's always on Wednesdays.
Oh. Well, damn.
And you had your meeting for your job yesterday.
That's right, I did. Thank you for keeping me on schedule. So, we definitely gave ourselves
Diabetes.
by doing that. And we don't encourage that you just eat, or we could have, I would have enjoyed that mixed in with ice cream.
I know. And you know what else I told John the
Or like
next
a
day at Target
milkshake.
too? I was like, because I walked by the little mini waffle irons. I'm like, John, you could have taken that little bit of brownie batter and put it in the waffle iron.
Oh,
and that would have been a moment. Like, that would have been a moment.
I wanted to take this time. This is quite a segue to talk about our Patreon. So,
I see what you did there.
We always absolutely nothing.
Pulled it out of thin air.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
if it was just part of old hat conversation.
What you were talking about reminded me of this. But
now tell me again how you feel on the war in Iraq.
Well, let me tell you about our Patreon, Jack. So we still used to. I act like this is the first time we're doing something new. But the pre-show used to be exactly what you're getting when you watch the podcast on Patreon. So I thought the pre-show should be more than just like sitting there and talking. So now the pre-show is going to be, instead of us getting on there and having to think of an extra topic to talk about, and that just stresses me out. I don't want to do that much planning. Do you want to do that much planning?
I also just think it's going to be different every week, depending on what activity we're doing prior to.
Yeah, and if we can get John to fucking learn how to operate a goddamn camera. So I haven't seen the footage from the new pre-show, the new and improved pre-show, which is basically like a cocktail happy hour / make what we're going to have for our craft services segment and the cocktail that we're going to have. And we went live on our Instagram before that and had a pre-cocktail cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
So join us for all the cocktails and baking and fun. And I believe 3 separate times during the new pre-show you scared me in an inch of my life and I squealed.
Yeah.
So you'll get to see that, and there's a lot more. And
Bobby even makes his own beverage. There's even
I put dishes away. I
or
put
may not
dishes
be
away.
footage of Bobby putting dishes away.
Oh yeah, there may or may not be footage. So
Yeah,
you'll have to
like,
you'll have to like check out the Patreon if you want to see if I really did it.
Want to watch us do fun things like unload the dishwasher.
Or flick each other's breasts.
Yes.
Because we did.
Give us your money, because we know that's the content you would want to pay to see.
Yeah, it's riveting, and you might even hear if you're attuned to that frequency, you might even be able to, if you can hear a dog whistle, you might be able to hear John in the background every once in a while if he participates. He's like the girl on Pitch Perfect. It's like, what did she say? I used to be a fish with gills.
Oh yeah.
Or what else?
I like it when he touches me on the subway.
That's John. He's very quiet. He came in during the live when we were on Instagram Live. I sound so sexy. My voice is so dry. I sound so sexy. I'm getting distracted. I'm like Phoebe and like.
Well, why don't you take a drink?
Hello, my babies. I did just take one. I did. Oh.
What are we drinking?
I sound so sexy. Hold on. I was in the middle of saying something. But then I got distracted by the sound of my
Shocking.
voice. I got distracted. What was it?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's what I was trying
nuts.
to get us onto some kind of topic.
Well, I was on one. Okay.
John, you were going off about something. There's
No.
something about John.
No, I was talking about the pre-show.
Yes, but something with John and the pre-show. You were making fun of his.
Oh, yeah. He just needs to get better at being on camera person.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Thank you. I'm touching you. Sorry. I remember, but now I forget. I
Jesus
remember. No,
Christ.
I remember. We were on Instagram Live when John got home from work and he didn't know.
Oh yeah.
And he was just 100% himself, being funny and cute and like telling us about his day with all his customers. And it was just fun. And he didn't know. And then finally, when he knew he was on camera, he didn't say a word.
Oh yeah, he shut right the fuck
It
up.
was just literally like, I was like, we're live on Instagram. And he was like,
His uncomfortable smile came out,
yeah, he was just not feeling it.
and he just backed away.
I don't know why that cricket went on for so long, but yeah, I need to get him more comfortable. I got you comfortable pretty quickly, I feel like.
I'm a natural.
Oh, jeez.
I'm a
We're
natural.
pretty sure of themselves. What do you mean
I'm a
you're a
natural.
natural? Natural what?
I have natural
Woman.
stage presence.
Natural woman. I know that's not natural woman, but it's all I have. We don't have that. I know that that's typically when we give you an update on Scott's love life, but his love life has been non-existent because
Yeah, been in quarantine.
his love life is him and his hand. So no love life unless we want
Yeah,
to
I've been
interview your
texting
hand.
so much.
No, yeah,
A lot
right.
of sexting.
Oh, I meant jerking off.
I know. I was trying to turn it around. Off
Oh,
of that,
I was
but,
gonna say we
like-
could interview your hand.
It's
Hi, Scott's hand.
finally come up for air.
Yeah, Scott's hand. What's it been like trapped with Scott in
Help me down
quarantine?
here. There's no air. I can't breathe.
It's so hairy. I'm stuck.
I've lost all blood flow.
I've lost all blood flow. I thought you were gonna say something else. Okay, so what are we drinking?
Mujeskas.
Yes, but not with the light stuff anymore.
We usually, the last time we had a Mujeska, we had it with the AI light.
And now we're drinking the middle one.
And now we're drinking the classic Mujen.
Yeah, and it's pretty bomb.
It is
Anything. I mean, I love
delicious.
Fresca. Fresca, I love you. Everybody listening to this, send this to Fresca. Care of Fresca. Tell them I love them so much and that I would probably be their youngest spokesperson. Don't you think?
I mean,
I could appeal to the
I don't know why
millennials.
Fresca is not more of a thing.
Me
Like,
either.
it is
It
the
bothers
superior
me because,
soda.
like, I will say,
And I am not a, I don't, like, I really put it in, like, the category with, like, a carbonated water. But, like,
I will tell people I like Fresca, and they're like, and I'm like, no.
but
Like,
it's
I
so
like
much better than a Sprite
Like,
and
I
a
like
Mountain Dew.
Fresca because it's grapefruit, not lemon lime. It's a different citrus. Yeah.
It's
but-
delicious.
But we're just having the same old thing with the we put the elderflower and shit like that in it, and Fresca. But the Mugen is what makes it. It's good. How do you like this compared to the light?
It does have more of like a strength to it.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
But it's still
Honestly, with the light, I don't taste out. I
the
don't taste
light
alcohol.
is dangerous.
Yeah. In a very good way.
In a good way.
In a good way. Like we drank that whole bottle
Like
almost that
it's
night.
dangerous in the fact that you forget that you're drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
With the classic, you still know you're drinking alcohol.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But the AI just like,
Yeah, but I had zero hangover. Like
oh, none.
zero residuals, nothing. I felt good.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen each other in minutes, right?
Seconds.
I mean, it's been seconds. And so we have a lot of catching up to do. I feel like usually I can ask you how your week was.
I know, yeah, we usually have like
It's very-
adventures that we kind of like
Yeah.
hang on to.
Yeah, that we've had separately. But so block A, there's just not a lot to fill. Usually we have like something that happened, but I don't even think
I feel like this.
has anything fun
For the
happened
last
while we've been
week,
here?
We and you have both woken up at a somewhat reasonable time.
I would agree.
Up until like maybe until today, really. And
Yeah, but
yesterday.
it was still
We were-
AM.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I was up at 11:30
Yeah. I mean,
because
did
I had therapy at 11
for-
and I didn't show. I forgot.
No,
and it was
I mean
telehealth.
today I woke up. I didn't get. Well, no, I woke up at like 6, and then I woke up at 8, and then I woke up at 10, and then I finally like woke up at 11.
Why did you wake up at 6? You have COVID. Go to bed.
I just woke up naturally. When I went to bed last night at 10 o'clock, my head hit the pillow. I was out. Didn't even turn my TV on.
That was me. That was me the other night.
Yeah.
Not last night. And John says he talked to me at 8 a.m. Allegedly. I don't remember this, but I don't remember opening my eyes until 11:30. And then I like made myself get up. I was like, oh my God. If I don't get up now, I could possibly lay here all day.
What? No, like that's what I'm saying. Like up until like yesterday, we have been up at relatively 8 o'clock every
and
day.
hanging out in the morning.
We'll like drink our coffee.
watching
I'll check
some
my
Emily.
email. We'll do something like just.
We each walk on the treadmill
Yes,
while the
we've
other
been
person
very-
talks. Like,
Yeah.
so our mornings. So I guess we have stuff to talk about. We can fill you all in.
But then,
we don't
like,
have anything to fill each
Bobby
other
would go.
in.
We would go take our showers and go
Together.
yes, and go into our separate wings.
You know, we're very conservationist friendly, and so we all shower together.
Yep.
When possible. Just kidding. We definitely shower separate. I take a bath because that's when
I can't.
that's how I do my correspondence.
It's how you. That's when you keep up with.
You
your
know how they say like
correspondence.
leave a time for like get ready in the morning, like people who schedule things and they're like schedule a time to do your emails and stuff and don't like that way you don't have to look at your phone the whole time all day and like, you know, pick designated times.
Yes.
Well, I combined a me time and email time so I get an extra hour of sleepy time.
Bobby was in the bathtub today for 2.5 hours.
I relax and I keep up with my correspondence.
I don't understand how the water doesn't go cold. By the end, it has to be tepid, and you have to look like.
That's
a
when I get
raisin.
out. No, that's when I get out. I get out when I get cold. Well, what I do, what I do, here's what I do. What I do is, what I do is I get in the bathtub, I run it, I make it really hot, so hot that it like when it touches your butthole, you're like, "Nee!" like that. Like that's how hot it gets it. Like I have to splash my butthole with it to get it used to it.
Oh my God. To me, it's my belly button.
Your belly button.
My belly button.
It's because it's so deep it like
Shut up. No,
touches
it's
your
just
organs.
To the line.
I'm gonna take body shots off Scott one day and just I'll have to go to the
You'll be drunk
hospital. I'll have
after
to go to the
one.
hospital with
You'll need a
alcohol
straw.
poisoning. I would. Oh my God, a straw. I would die.
I would die.
Can that be the new like picture that comes up for our podcast? Like a promo shot of like, hey girl, with like me
With my abnormally deep belly button.
You laying down and smiling and me like above you and I'm sipping a cocktail out of your belly button. That'd be so cute.
That would be fucking weird.
I know.
Okay, I'm in.
But I think it'd be cute. Anyway, but yeah, we have been really doing well in the mornings. Just what was it for you this morning that you just got? What was it?
I don't know. I woke up, I had my coffee, and I couldn't even sit down during my coffee. Probably because
No,
I
I
slept
mean,
until
like-
11.
No, I mean like what made you? Why all of a sudden do you think you slept so good
Oh,
and didn't get up? Is it because of your edible?
oh, definitely.
Oh, I see.
That
I didn't have
definitely
one. I didn't
contributed.
have one last night, so
Yes, you did.
no, I didn't.
I made you a little guy, remember?
Was not last night.
Yes,
that was
it
2 nights
was.
ago.
No, it was not. It was last night.
No, it was 2 nights
It
ago.
was last.
It was 2 nights ago.
night.
We are going to fight.
No, we are not.
The podcast
Because
is
I
canceled.
gave one to John, and you were like, "You're gonna do another one of those after the night you had the night before."
Exactly. So I didn't have one last night.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
And you were like, "Well, I guess if John's doing one," I said, "I'm do a small."
That
dose
was
'cause
the
I-"
night before.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
You're wrong.
Oh my God, we need a fact check.
You never know the date. You never know what day any day is.
No, but I know that I didn't have one last night.
But you did.
But I didn't.
I honey.
The last time
You
I had
did.
one, we watched the Gilded Age.
No, that was night 1. That was the big
Right.
night because that's
And
when
I
bought
did not
it.
have one the second night.
Yes, the second night was last night.
Exactly, and I didn't have one.
And yes, you did. I
no,
gave
I
you one.
didn't. No, that is a false accusation.
Did you not
I
take
will
one?
take you to Judge Judy. Swear on Gia, I didn't have one last night.
Maybe you didn't.
I know.
Then what was your excuse for sleeping in so late?
I was a lazy fuck.
Oh,
Actually, no, that's not true. Last night, instead of a half a muscle relaxer, I took a whole one.
oh, that'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Those holes are my weakness. But so we really don't have anything to update you on
Our lives.
individually, but that's been our life for
Yeah.
a week. But I have to say, I like having you here because I get stuff done.
You feel like I'm motivating you to get
You don't personally motivate me.
no, but just my.
But like your
presence.
presence and you're like, I feel like I'm at home with a hummingbird. So I just want to like get out of the way. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
you're like,
because-
I
know, I can't sit still anymore.
And you just, so I feel like I have to be that or I look like a lazy fuck. So it motivates me to like do stuff. Like I wouldn't have organized the drawers.
You've been in your room a lot this week,
Yeah.
working. I'm proud of you.
Well, you think I am. No, I am. I have stuff to prove it. But so that was gorgeous and
Mhm.
it smelled delicious.
Taste it.
No, fuck you. Don't blow that in my face. Okay. I think we should take a break. And then I think when we come back, that this discussion has reminded me of something that someone sent in and they wanted us to talk about. We actually have someone asking us for advice.
Okay.
Can you believe it? I think that's crazy. Would you want advice from us?
From you? No.
I give you advice,
You do give me advice.
and it's usually pretty good. I must say. All right, we'll be right back with craft services. And our main topic for the day. Welcome back to the show.
Oh.
So now it's time for craft services with
Are you ready?
the Bareback Contessa. So, if you are our patron, you will have seen all of this go down on the pre-show, but we make cocktails. We already told you what we're drinking, but we made snacks, and we pulled these snacks out of our ass because that's all that's left. We're showing you on camera, right? Oh my God, don't drop one. And we were gonna make stuff, but like we don't have stuff, and we're trying to eat good during the week and make podcast day our cheat day. and we were going to film yesterday, so I cheated all day, and so we didn't have anything to eat. So tell everybody what the Bareback Contessa whipped up for us.
The Bareback Contessa made these delicious graham cracker cookies. It was a suggestion brought in by your husband,
John Valdez.
and it required some
They're so
improvising that
good.
I had to do on the spot. But let me tell you,
I mean, just
they serve.
They do serve, and we ate half of it as dough.
Less than half.
Well, I mean, we ate a lot of dough. Shut the dough.
They're so good.
Keep out the devil. They are really good. So tell everybody how you made it. Well, actually, don't. You're not allowed to know. No, I feel bad. You can just tell them it's
It's a
general.
basic cookie
Basically, it's a
recipe with
basic cookie thing. Yeah.
graham cracker crumbs.
Yeah,
instead of
that's what I was
flour.
going to say. And then the chemical process that Scott talks about because he knows so much about chemical properties of food and their caloric, how it corresponds calorically. I don't believe that at all. Why would something baked be more calories? I don't know.
Because of the chemical reaction. I told you this.
Yeah, but you cannot specify said chemical reaction, so I have my doubts.
Okay. So this cookie, you remember eating its dough?
Oh, do I ever?
Okay, it was a great moment, right? We had correct.
It was very good.
So did you notice its form, its texture, its?
Yeah.
All right, now I baked it.
Here, let me
and
taste
something
yours.
happened.
Let me taste yours.
Now, would you say it has that same texture and form?
No, but that doesn't mean
Okay,
it's different.
So that means something happened to it, a reaction of sorts, if you will.
Does a poached egg have a different calorie than a raw egg?
Yes.
No.
I don't know.
I don't believe you. That's not science. You don't know anything.
Oh my god, these cookies are fucking banging.
They are so good, and we're so sorry that all you hear is us churring. Maybe I can play a little something while we wait, or while I chew. What can I play for
They
you?
were so good, in fact, that I set 4 on a plate for us to eat during the show. and John, on his way to his
John.
hind quarters,
Yeah.
where he retires while we shoot
He
the podcast,
Fucking stole one.
happened to take one for his journey from the dining room to the bedroom.
Don't worry, I'll spank him tonight. Oh.
Oh my god, those were so fucking good.
They were good. Okay, so I put out earlier, I forgot.
And thank you for joining us for Craft Services.
Oh, yeah, that was Craft Services.
And that was Craft Services.
I want a theme song for Craft Services. What it would be a song that you could set, like what when you think Craft Services, who would sing her? Like, and what would?
Can we do it to like the Oscar Mayer Wiener song? My
Because BAREBACK, Oscar Mayer has a way with wieners.
with CRAFTSERV.
No, that doesn't work. No, no. It can be like Craft Services. It has to be what's
Craft
something.
Services have a first name. It's
Bareback Contessa.
CRAFT.
Stop banging on the
yeah.
table. Oh, what about glamorous?
I hate Fergie now.
CRAFTSERVECS.
No,
No.
I hate that.
How
bitch.
many syllables is Craft Services? Craft Services. Craft
Craft
Services.
Services.
4. So, like, what's a song that's like 4 syllables? I can't think of any. I'm not a girl, not yet. Craft Services.
I'm not a girl. Craft Services.
Oh my god, it could work. I don't know. Stay tuned. Actually, someone just write it for me. Thank you. I would appreciate it. All right, Scott. So
All I need is ingredients.
I'll sing the whole song. I'll sing the whole song, and I'll get a copyright strike. So I put out on our Instagram.
Just get a little. Oh, it's.
You can write it later. But anyway, I put out on our Instagram. I always just put out like, does anybody have any contributions? And we got like a really, really good contribution. So I wanted to share it.
Contribution,
Mm-hmm.
if you will.
So
I will not.
hold on, I'm chewing. Why don't you stall? while I chew.
This is me stalling while Bobby chews. Bobby, how's the chewing going?
It's going really well. Thank you for asking. I just swallowed.
Oh.
All right. Next.
Now, do you prefer to swallow?
Spitting is quitting. So yes. For sure. Rose. I'm just gonna say Rose. I don't know if she wants her last name out there.
Call her Rose.
Rose writes in and says, I would love to hear your advice. How to be a good roommate and friend without ruining the relationship. It seems hard.
I think we could.
I was like, that is a great question, but also some like it oddly isn't a factor. Like I don't feel like our advice would be good advice.
I will say this. I have been a roommate way more than you ever have.
Yeah, I guess you have to realize that we're not really.
But we don't really look at ourselves like our own relation. Like, naturally, you would think, oh, they live together and they're best friends. Like, I mean, yeah, we do, and we are. It's just.
That is really, you really nailed it.
But like us, we don't consider ourselves roommates, really.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm at work and I have to just,
It
have
just
to
feels
remember
natural
say
to live
roommate.
together. So find someone like that.
Yeah.
Because my advice to normally would be don't live with your friend. Like if you want to
It
keep
depends
that
on how close. Like,
really
if you know
friendly.
that it's so permanent that, like, no matter what you do to try to shake it off, it's not going anywhere,
Yeah. Like if
then
it's
go for it.
if it's
Because that's kind of how, like,
if it's an almost 30-year-old friendship,
yeah.
it doesn't really feel like it just I don't know. But maybe you can give advice because have you lived with anybody who's been your friend for a little while and then you decided to live together and it didn't work?
I mean, I guess my last roommate was like that.
Yeah, you guys were friends for a while.
We were friends for a few months before we moved in together. And I enjoyed living with him the whole time.
I would just advise don't live with your
It
friend.
just got
If it's
weird
not,
at the end when it came time to renew our lease, and I was like, we're not going to live together next year.
because Scott and
not
I
personal.
could even be like we could even describe our relationship as brothers if we wanted, but like it's not even that, and it's not
No.
even best friend. It's not even. It's just it's a sick relationship.
It
Actually,
is.
quite frankly, it's
But
sick
it's
and
permanent.
It's sick,
Like, it's-
disgusting, and it's permanent. Well, it is what it is. But my advice, genuine advice, is don't live with them. Like if they're just a friend of a couple years and you would really like to keep it that way,
But I also
Don't
think it
live with
takes,
them.
like, I mean,
if you've been friends for forever,
it's
and
different for you because you've been in a healthy relationship for 10 years and, like, you didn't have the same experiences that a lot of people have, where it's just like living in the city, struggling, needing a room. Like, you have to have a roommate in order to be able to afford to live anywhere. And, like, yeah, I mean, I've lived in situations where, like, I literally was just in a room and we shared a kitchen and, like, a bathroom. And, like, other than that, we never saw each other.
yeah,
I've lived where I've been, like, friends with my roommates and, like, have been, like, friendly with their families because we've just, I mean, that was me and my last roommate. We had a great time together. At least I did.
I will say I just am not a good roommate unless like I'm not.
But there also has to come a time, too, where it's like, you have to look inward. Or is it perhaps you that's a bad roommate? If that's what the question is, like, is it hard because one of you is considered, like, not a good roommate?
I'm not a good roommate, but
You are not a good
I
roommate.
have the security of a 30-year friendship and a marriage.
And I knew what
to
I was signing
keep-
myself up for.
Exactly.
Like, I knew what I was.
He knew. So
yeah.
I guess that's weren't going to have anything pop up out of the blue that annoyed us about the other person. We knew everything.
I mean, we still get very annoyed with each other.
Oh yeah, I'm annoyed with you right now. I want you to leave. I'm just kidding.
But like,
But I don't know.
But nothing ever comes in. Like, it's just,
Yeah,
like,
maybe we're too lazy to fight. Maybe we just like each other too much. Maybe if we truly fought, we really wouldn't have any other friends, like we'd have a few, but I don't know. It's just not. It's not the same. It's not the same as like two friends moving in. It's just
But if I had to give you advice, first of all, communicate.
yeah. Make a friendship contract like on The Big Bang Theory.
And like, it doesn't have to be like, send the text message, hey, can we talk later? That always sounds like ominous. Like, hey, you come home, somebody's like cooking in the kitchen. You're just,
You know what
maybe
else?
you're bringing in some groceries. You just, hey, how's your day? How's it going? Oh, hey, by the way, wanted to bring something up. Hope you don't mind.
If we could take another moment to make other people feel jealous about how easy it is for us to live together, we also like if you a typical friend relationship that moved in together and that you've been friends for even 10 years, I feel like money could be an issue.
Oh, yeah.
We've never once fought about money.
Oh, no.
Like we eat each other's food. We don't ask.
Oh, no. If I'm very
like-
aware that, like, I could go to the grocery store and buy myself a box of PopTarts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm very aware that when I come out the next morning to eat a Pop-Tart,
There may be 8 missing.
they could all be gone.
I can't
And
help it.
I recognize that as fair game because A, I know Bobby's in his midnight walks to the pantry.
Yeah, my midnight traipsies to the pantry.
I will say, I was getting bad there for a while with Pop-Tarts.
Me too. I think that's what put the poundage on us.
I was cleaning out my room and I noticed in my top drawer of my nightstand, it just became my Pop-Tart wrapper storage.
Yeah, that's mine.
There were so many wrappers.
Same. I have my nightstand is a garbage pail, like with lube in it. That's all it is. When I reach for the lube, I'm just like moving garbage out like a bologna sandwich and like just stuff everywhere.
Yeah, mine are Pop-Tart wrappers, lube, and
Poppers,
dildos,
poppers, and Pop-Tarts.
poppers and
Poppers and
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts. That's the name of our new morning show. That's our new morning show.
How do you start your day?
Poppers and Pop-Tarts.
The
With
best way
Scott
to
and
start
Bobby.
any day.
Oh my God. That is the $1 million idea for a gay
Poppers and Pop-Tarts.
That's okay. Consider that stolen. Write that
Yes.
down in your book. Poppers and Pop-Tarts. If we get enough patrons, we'll do a weekly morning show called
that should be
Poppers and
the
Pop-Tarts.
should be the name of the pre-show.
Poppers and Pop-Tarts?
Poppers and Pop. Join us
But
for
we
Poppers
never
and
make
Pop-Tarts, the
Pop-Tarts.
pre-show to Hey Girl.
Poppers and Pop-Tarts. I can release it in the morning. Because it can be recorded anytime. It doesn't have to be recorded right after. Oh my gosh.
Poppers and Pop-Tarts. That's just
This has
fucking
been
hysterical.
Poppers and Pop-Tarts.
Thank you for joining
that.
us here at Poppers and Pop-Tarts.
That could be our craft services. We could change craft services to Poppers and Pop-Tarts.
What did you bring today? What did you make us today for Poppers and Pop-Tarts?
If John and I ever adopted, that's what I'd pack for them to go to school for breakfast. For show and tell.
Your first sleepaway camp.
Yeah.
Pack your bag.
I would. Oh,
Here's your Poppers
the
and
teacher
Pop-Tarts.
would bring my child to the front of the class and be like, "What did you bring to show us?"
I grabbed VCR cleaner out of my dad's nightstand. It was either that or an 8-month-old Pop-Tart with ants on it.
Oh, girl. Yeah.
Yeah, this place gets ants.
I've never had the ant problem.
How? Yes, you have.
I've never.
Stuff that you put in the windowsill over there has
I have-
had ants on it.
No.
They're always in the kitchen.
No.
Yes, there were tons of ants in the
You
kitchen.
had them in your room and in your windowsill.
No.
No, there were some in the summer in the
Yeah,
under
in the
door. You
summer
were-
they're nuts in here.
they're not nuts.
They are insane.
They were just a nuisance.
No, they're insane. I hate ants.
When I lived in Chicago,
if I
it
see
was
one
Ant
ant, I
City.
itch for the rest of the fucking day or all night long.
My apartment in Chicago was the antiest apartment in the world.
I hate ants.
I felt like I was laying in bed and I felt like I could hear them crawling on me.
Ugh.
It was miserable.
That's
And I
like-
lived on the 4th floor of a 4-floor walk up.
Oh my God, you had to walk up there.
Yes.
Look at you, skinny mini.
I was skinny, but when I lived in Chicago, that's why I was skinny. That's why I love that city.
We should
so
get a
much.
Stairmaster.
I would rather not. My thighs are already thick enough. I don't need them.
Is this broken? Did you break this?
No. This is an audio program.
You broke it. Look at it. Is that broken? Yes, it's broken.
Is it scratchy?
I don't know. My glass is broken. My glass has been baroque.
But that wouldn't like.
Maybe it's just how it's made. It
Yeah.
looks like it's raised up.
Because mine is not like that. The audience probably loves this conversation.
Yeah. Did I break my this has been Did I break my glass? Poppers and Pop-Tarts. I really do like that. I really will. If we get enough patrons, right now we're half to our goal. I want 20. Right now we have 10. Hi 10 of you. I love you. But I have a goal set for 20 as our first goal, and then we will do our first live podcast.
Oh, that
where
would be
we do the
fun.
whole podcast live, but we need patrons to join us. So I don't want to do a live show for 3 people. You
Well,
know,
even with 20 patrons, I feel like 3 people would probably be only what turns up for a live show.
not if we scheduled it a couple weeks in advance. Like 12
Honey.
people.
When have we ever scheduled anything in advance and
Honey.
followed through with it?
When have you done any planning for this show? I make it happen. If I say we're going to do a live something at some point, we will do it. What are you giving me that look for? He's giving me a look and I don't enjoy it. See, this is why it's okay to live with him. What are you talking about? What?
I just know you.
What? If I said it, what? I just do lives all the time. And set
all the time.
I do, Jesus. How about some gold bracelets? But I do, I do. I can.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Okay, that's that's a passive aggressive okay, and I'm not okay.
It's not
Okay.
passive aggressive.
It is passive aggressive.
I'm letting you have your moment.
I don't need a moment. I'm not looking for a moment.
I just don't believe
You don't believe that at some point we can do a live episode.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying of 20 people and 3 of them show up, to me that would be a success. It's going to be hard to coordinate 20 people to get on a live. They're all in different time zones.
Is it hard to coordinate people to watch a television program live?
Yeah, that's why it's all streaming now.
I know, but still, people, if they want to, I just want to give people enough time to. I'm not expecting all 20 to come with their popcorn
Let's
and
just
their,
say this.
and
When
their Sour Patch Kids.
Well, let's revisit this conversation when we get 20 people.
Well, 10 of you listening right now that aren't subscribed to our Patreon, go to patreon.com/HeyGirlPod and do it.
Tell all your friends.
Tell all your friends, or tell your one friend in our case. Just kidding. We have other friends.
I did recruit.
I'm just waiting for
I-
a message from Tanya that's like, you said you only had one friend. And she actually get her feelings hurt.
I will say, several of our patients,
Our patients.
our patients
We have
here at the clinic.
Since last week, we've opened a free clinic. It's called a glory hole.
I'm patient 0.
It's a glory hole, and we call them our patients.
Oh,
We
God.
do free prostate exams, and we
It's been
check for
hard and lonely working
testicular.
from home this last week. We had to get creative.
We do testicular exams. We do it all right
Mhm.
here. For
We're a
our
one-stop
patients.
shop.
Yeah. So if you join our Patreon, you'll get all those perks.
Can we just start calling them our patients?
Our patients. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
if you want to be a patient of
No, they're our
ours,
betches. They're
one of our
batches.
batches.
If you want to be our batch.
I totally forgot. Oh, I totally forgot where I was going.
You said if
anyway.
you want to be one of our betches, do it now.
I know, but I didn't know.
Because-
I was bringing it up for some reason.
because we were wrapping
I was
up
going
the
to say
the
most
thing.
of our patients.
most of
and
our
then
patrons.
What was I going to say about most of our patients?
I don't know.
I know, but I can tell
But-
most of your patience is gone with me right now.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
know
losing
that.
patience.
So,
I am losing
we'll
patience.
move along.
I am losing patience. I'm losing patience. What do you want to move along to? You got a little notepad over there.
Oh, you want to play that little game?
What game? Yeah, we can play a game. Let's play a game. Let's take a little break and then let's play a game. Then we'll close it out and go to bed with each other.
Mm.
Diabetes.
And we are back.
Oh, hello, welcome.
Yes, hello. I just snuck that right in there on you.
You sure did.
So, Scott, you have a game for us to play? We're going to play a game with the
Bareback
contestant.
Are you ready?
To play a game with him. Yeah. What game are we playing? Oh, okay, that does it 3 times for future reference.
Okay.
You cannot just meow once.
We think Jesus Christ.
It sounds like that. Okay, go ahead.
Since we have spent every moment together and there's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
we figured we'd play a game.
Okay.
And these are topics.
This is kind of a
basically from
spin-off
hat.
of a game that I pitched, but our producer John, who's asleep in the bedroom,
We're watching his wrestling.
go take your headphones off real quick and go. Let's go look.
Are we testing a theory?
Yeah. Guarantee he's watching wrestling. Hold on.
We're going on a field trip.
Yeah, hold on. We'll be right back. I'll narrate. Scott is rising. I just saw his butt crack. And we're going over to the room right now. And I can't see anything. But we'll wait until Scott gets back over here to put on his headphones to see what he saw when he went in there.
And she's back.
So what'd you find out?
When I barged into Jonathan's bedroom, what did I find on the television? WWE Wrestling.
Do I know my husband or do I know my husband? I know him.
Your white trash.
Oh, God. Did he have a bag of Doritos and a Mountain Dew with him? Jesus.
Might as well have.
I always thought I like won the lottery and like I really picked a winner, but then he plays wrestling on and I remember that we're all flawed. Him more than others.
Yeah.
Me way more. So
All right.
I had a
So John was supposed to like pull all these like
I just
topics
wanted
out
him
of a
I was
hat.
inspired by scenes from a hat on Watch What Happens or on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Right.
Not Watch What Happens Live. Where they just do random things and I was like, that would be fun because we have seen each other all week. So John, will you write down some topics and put them in the thing? He's like,
I'll do it. Yeah, I'm gonna be fun.
and he didn't do it. So I was like, Scott, Google and find a way to still play this game. So what'd you find?
So I found this app. And it's a free version of an app. So like
So it's gonna suck.
let's just say the fun is limited.
Oh, that's what your dating profile should say.
I know. Okay. So
Hi,
first topic.
Scott. The fun here is limited. Oh, that was a belch. That was not a burp. That was a belch. You know there are categories, right? A burp is just like, bleh. But like when I was like had some big daddy depth to it, that's a belch.
You
It's
can
like-
belch. I cannot. I can only burp.
Joanne.
Okay.
Belch.
Topic number 1.
So it just generates topics.
Yes.
Okay.
And there are not a lot of them. So
No, well
that's okay.
you really came. This is really gonna be fun
Yeah.
filled. All right, let's do it. First one, go.
Have you ever pretended you were sick to get out of something?
Oh, all the time. Remember?
Literally,
like-
you name it, I've done it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the early, like when I first started. The earliest I did it,
School, getting out of school, faking sick to get out of school.
Usually I was okay with school because I liked to, not be at home. But I always faked something to get out of swim practice.
Oh,
I can't tell you how many times I had diarrhea.
oh. Do you not
In
remember me
quotes.
wrecking a car on the way to
Yes.
whilst I was driving my car around,
But
during swim practice
I
to avoid not going to it, and ended up wrecking my car and had to explain to my parents why I was not at swim practice.
yeah, I can't, oh my God, I can't
Yeah.
believe you did that. But I always would
High
just
school.
that high school swimming is when I learned. It was not when we had our first coach that was like a hard ass. It was when we had our second coach. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Wait, coach at year-round swimming or at high school
at
swimming?
high school swimming. You know who I'm talking about? Like,
Not the first
I'm
one.
wearing a fingerless glove. Do you know who I'm talking about? She was missing a finger.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The second one.
Yeah. I realized real early I could get out of anything.
With
if
her.
If I deadpan with her was like, I have diarrhea. She never questioned it. It was just like, oh, okay, that's okay. I'm like, I can't swim. I'm having major diarrhea, and everything.
I also
fine.
feel like diarrhea is the universal way of just being like, you know what? You're good. Like, I don't need to hear anymore. You know, like when to the person you're telling,
I usually want to hear
that
more.
person.
I usually want to know more.
Always when the second diarrhea, like, okay,
I'm gonna
so
be like, when did it start?
when I'm
What'd
at
you
work,
eat?
when I'm at work and I have to be like,
What color was
the
it?
manager on duty that takes the call off.
How many bubbles did it make?
I have recently had a coworker call in and said like, hey, I'm not going to be there tonight. I got really sick after work the other day. I've been having diarrhea. I was like, and I'm done. I don't want to hear about this middle-aged white woman and her diarrhea poops. Like,
Was it frothy? I think it's
that's
cute.
all I needed to hear. And I
What
was
is
like,
it?
you know what? Have a great night. Hope you feel better. Thanks for calling and giving us
Me
a
as
heads
a
up. See you
manager,
later.
I'd be like, I
Don't
want to
care.
know, I want a picture, I want consistency, smell,
I know. Prove it.
froth. I want to know.
I want to
the level of
FaceTime you
froth.
while you're sitting on the
Yeah,
toilet.
I need to hear
You're
it.
just,
I need to hear it. I just need to hear it. And
But I mean, who has not lied to get out of something? And if someone has claimed that
Well-
they haven't, I want to point at them
well,
and call
that's
them a liar.
sick. We've lied to get out. Was it you and I who lied about we were taking clogging lessons, or was that just me?
That was both of us. However,
We got caught real
didn't
fast.
Abby get? Didn't she lie about like swim practice too? And like the one time she swam, she went across the street to like.
Remember when? Okay, so we have two. We have two separate stories to tell.
Okay.
The first one is when Wayne, the hot coach, was coaching us,
Yeah.
and we were just so over it. And I was like, we have got to get out of here.
He was like a hard ass too.
Yeah, but he had a hard ass. He was hot for a coach. But I remember I was like, just follow my lead. We'll get out of here. And we like stopped, and I was like, Wayne, we gotta go. We have other lessons that we gotta get to. And he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, Scott and I took up clogging, and we have clogging lessons. And he believed us and let us go. But my mom made me tell him that we in fact did not clog. She always made me do that. One time I stole a cart from Family Dollar, and my dad made me take it back. It was embarrassing. I was in high school, and I thought I was cool
But
when
what
I
was
took
the
a
second
cart.
story?
Oh, the second
About the
story was
McDonald's.
not high school swimming, but our recreational swimming.
Our
was done-
year-round
Yeah,
swim
And
team.
I cannot tell you how many times I was late or skipped practice completely at the McDonald's across the street.
It was
from the Y.
literally the YMCA sat right directly in front of a McDonald's.
Do you remember when I got? Because we had a coach. Were you there the year that the coach name was Rick? And he was like, he came in
Yes.
and like turned it into boot camp.
Yes.
Like we were like
But wasn't that at the regular Y?
No, that was at the
Parkersburg?
Marietta one.
Oh, okay.
And he turned it in because I remember because he was like, no McDonald's, no fast food.
He was the
trying to
first one.
control like everything. Like it was very like he was breeding them for
For the Olympics.
for the Olympics, yeah.
For the locker room.
And like if he saw, yeah, he bred me in the locker room. No, I ate bread in the locker room. I really did though. I got. He had an assistant that was kind of hot. but I don't-
Yes.
Yeah. And he,
Yes.
do you remember?
I do remember him
because
he
if Rick or the hot one would see you with McDonald's,
and he
because
had good taste in music. He was kind of like a hipstery kind of guy,
yeah,
right?
mhm,
Yes, he
kind
was
of
right
like
up my alley.
curly hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was really cute.
Mhm,
I don't remember his name, though.
I don't either, but I remember thinking like I'd suck his dick.
Right, me too. I'm like, hey, come here and coach me, daddy. But he, like, would get mad at you or really discipline you ish, like as much as you can.
Like push
As
you,
an
he'd
a-
coach
yeah,
you. He
yeah.
would like he was like
He
a
was
legit
like-
coach.
Like if he walked in and you had McDonald's, he'd be like, "What are you eating? Why are you eating that?"
Yeah.
Like, and it would piss me off because frankly, I had a Big Mac and a large fry and a 20-piece chicken nugget before every practice. I almost said rehearsal. And he was like getting on me and making me not eat it. So what I would do would be get it and I would hide it in one of the lockers and I would get out of the pool and go in the locker room and like eat some
During
and then come
practice.
back. Yeah, because I was hungry. All I had at school was like
Lunch.
school food. Yeah, I was hungry. I was just a hungry boy. And somebody tattled on me because I kept going back and forth.
Nobody probably tattled on you because you probably made it obvious because you kept getting in and out of the pool.
Well, I don't know, but somehow they found out and they followed me in there.
Like how many times? Like everybody knows you pee in the pool. Everybody pees in the pool.
They
How
followed
many
me in
times are you
there
getting out of the pool?
and they opened the door to the locker room and they were like, "Bobby, what? Why do you keep getting out?" And I freak out and I grab all of my McDonald's and I run to the toilet stall.
You're like, I'm pooping.
And I closed. Yes, I closed it and I sat down on the toilet and I was like, okay, he won't question anything. And I like put my feet down and I sat there and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Pooping. I'm just pooping."
I'm pooping.
And he was like, "Oh, you are?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You don't have your
I hate you.
your jammers down around your ankles with jammers."
Ew.
are
He
Speedos."
was.
Yeah, he said, "Why are you?" He was like, "You don't even have your pants down." And I was like,
That's crossing a line.
well, he knew." And he was like, "Come out." And I was like, "Okay." And I had like a bag, like a big, huge brown bag filled with 20 chicken nuggets and 20 chicken nuggies and a large fry. And he was,
You'd already eaten the Big Mac.
yes. And I don't know if I got a Big Mac that day. I just remember the contents of this bag. And
McDonald's chicken nuggets are the worst
they're
too.
the best.
They are the worst
They are-
chicken nuggets in the game.
They are the best chicken nuggets on the planet.
They
Earth.
don't even taste like chicken.
I never said they did.
And
just
that
said that they were
crust
the
that's
best.
on it, it tastes like it's
Oh,
made
I
of
love the
Frosted
breading.
Flakes.
I know.
Ew.
I love to dip them in honey. They're so good.
They're so gross.
Oh,
All right,
no.
let's go to the next
Okay.
question.
All right.
Would you tell your neighbors that their teenager had a wild party?
No, because I don't speak to my neighbors
It depends.
ever. Wherever I live, ever. I've never ever engaged my neighbors unless I was engaged to
It would
them.
depend on the situation. If I was annoyed to no end,
Oh, if it was annoying, yes, I would tattle.
but like if it was if I knew what was happening and it was like a well-contained party, I'm gonna let you do your thing.
But then I get nervous for like a neighbor's situation, like where the wild party teenager is mad at me and makes my life living hell, and I'm bullied by a teenager.
I am not scared of children.
Oh my God, children terrify me,
I am not
especially
scared of
junior
children.
high aged ones. I can't even walk into a room filled with them. I feel judged.
Oh no, I can.
An adult room, I don't care.
I know how to read a child for filth.
Kids make me nervous.
All right, next one. When is it okay to spy on your kids?
Every minute.
Always.
That's every day.
That is coming from two people who do not have children.
Yeah. But
But-
that's our advice. And
But that's my advice.
And if I had a child, that's what I would do.
I have 5 nieces and nephews. And I feel like when they're in my care, I got to know what's going on with them. But also, like,
What age do you stop that?
first, here's also the other thing, too. Build a relationship with your kids that
So
they
that they
can
just tell
actually
you.
talk to you.
Shit.
Don't make them feel shame over anything,
Yeah. and
first of all.
we know. We're
But
the best
by
parents.
all means, like, especially if your kid has a fucking phone, you better be.
Yeah, your 13-year-old boy is watching a stepmom get fucked by a BBC.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, your 13-year-old is seeing that. I think at some point you just have to be okay with it.
Yeah, no, like, your kids are going to watch porn. Duh.
Yeah.
But, like, and it's okay.
They're doing it right now.
Yeah. However, if you know, like, if your kid is crazy, and that's okay to know, like,
My dad was well aware.
your dad was also a high school principal, so
I
he
know,
could,
so
like,
he
see
was
through
well
everything.
aware I was a crazy.
I was the youngest of 3, and
Nobody
my
cared.
brother was a delinquent compared to me, so, like, I had nowhere to run. I also, though.
You also had a separate house. Like, you could, like,
Well,
live
yeah, but
at
I
my
also
house.
was just like, I had my mom and dad wrapped around my finger.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to them.
Well, they were worn out by the time you got
Well,
there.
but I also learned from my brothers and sisters' mistakes too.
Yeah, because they were old enough. They were enough years older than you that you could see.
My sister never did anything wrong, and when she did do something wrong,
But
and
they
her and my
fought the
mom would
most.
scream at each other, my sister was so strong. My sister was a beast.
Oh my god.
Still is.
Yes.
But like, my sister would beast. You couldn't take out my sister.
She's built like a brick shit house.
like you could try to come at her and smack her or swat her, and she puts her hands up and stops it. Like
Yeah.
she's just like, what? Like you're not
Yeah.
gonna do anything. Whereas my brother like required his face being like shoved into a wall multiple times. That never happened, but like,
I'd shove his face into a wall. Oh.
but he was crazy. He was insane.
So you were just
had
like, oh, welcome.
No, my brother was just a lot. Like he would look at you and tell you that the sky was green, and go off on a whole story.
Do you remember when he
That
sat on
was
his balls?
so far fetched. Oh yeah, but he would do that. Oh yeah, my brother did sit on his balls and twist his.
That's the biggest memory of
He
growing up.
twisted one of his testicles and had to.
Because
have
I
it
always looked up to
surgically
Craig because
untwisted.
he was the only older kid I really knew. Like, I didn't have brothers,
You were an only child, yeah,
and I was an only friend,
and I was
too.
the youngest of three.
And
Yeah,
I didn't have any other friends, so I always looked up to Craig. But like, and I was like always
he was a
his-
jock.
Yeah,
he was
but
just a
and he was someone that naturally I would never be around.
no.
So I was always very
Me
just, like,
neither. If he wasn't my brother,
enthralled with him, like an older teenage boy. He's so hot. And like, I forget what I was gonna say because I was just remembering how hot your brother used to be to me. Sorry.
you wanted to untwist his testicle, didn't you?
Oh,
You wanted to
that's
be-
right.
you
Yeah.
wanted
So
to be
like,
the one to go down there. With
so
your
like, I
mouth and-
remember things like that's the one thing I remember the most about Craig was like, oh my god, he twisted his balls. Are they okay? Like,
Yeah, he was sitting down. We were. He
I
was
thought
taking
he was getting
me-
out of his car.
No, he was getting into his car,
Oh,
which
into
was
his
an
car.
'89 Toyota Corolla, which sat just about 3 inches above the ground.
It was nice.
So you had to like sit. You had
So
to like fall
nice.
to your death to get inside that car. And when he did, he sat on one of his testicles and it twisted. And he had just lost his virginity too. At the time
really?
of
I
this.
didn't know this
He
part.
had just lost his
You
virginity.
didn't tell me this part.
So
I didn't know that.
he felt like
Was it to me?
he was to his girlfriend at the time.
Oh,
And
so I must have been
he
second.
felt immediately like so bad about it. Like he was like, "This is what happens when you have sex." Like,
Oh.
he's telling the doctor, he's like, "I
sweetie.
just had sex for the first time. Like, is this supposed
He
to
told you
happen?"
that?
No, he told the doctor this.
Oh, how do you know? Oh, did he tell you?
I mean, it later came out. Like,
Oh.
apparently, I don't know if he told my mom or not.
Oh my god, how embarrassing!
But it was hysterical. I didn't learn that detail till I was older.
But I remember.
But he was taking me to football practice, which I'm sure that I was kicking and screaming and causing a fuss having to
Oh my
go
god,
to.
did you make it to football? How did they function without you?
I did still have to go to football. I was pissed.
Oh man!
I thought I was like, yes, I'm out of it. And now it's like
oh, Scott in football.
my mom's best friend, and who happened to be one of our like next door neighbors, like came around the corner. My mom had to call her, so she came around, and they had to like both lift him out of his '89 Corolla into my mom's. I think my mom still had the minivan at that time, the white Plymouth Voyager that was it was a '93,
Probably.
if I
I
recall.
think so.
94 maybe.
I
They
am
like
giving.
shoved him into the back of the van, and then my sister had to take me to fucking football practice,
you still had to
and I
go.
was fucking pissed.
Oh, you were a rambler. Rah rah rah.
RAMBLERS was our number 1.
I feel like you could have been a Ramblers cheerleader.
I could
if,
have been
in like a
I knew
different
all the
world.
cheers.
If they would have made you a Ramblers, if they would have made you a Ramblers cheerleader.
The reason why I
Imagine
was
the
a Ramblers
athlete you might
football
be
player,
today. Imagine the athlete you might
my
be today.
dad to this day, my father to this day, who like let me remind everybody, who was like, I have the greatest dad in the whole world, but sometimes he's just fucking clueless when
a
it
little
comes to me.
dense. A little dense.
I
About-
love him for it. But like he would still like at a family function, he'll still like when all the boys are around, and he'll be like, Scotty was the one that really had the most potential to really make something in
Aw.
football. And I'm like,
Aw.
Dad, you're so sweet, but you
Aw.
are so delusional. Like
Aw, you can do it. You can do it. My mom's delusionally confident about things I can do too. Like
I mean,
my mom's, well, like like if someone's like, Bobby can't fix anything, my mom's like, oh yes he can do it.
Oh yeah, your mom
She
is
has a lot
delusional
of
to think
she
that,
has
like,
delusional faith in me too.
it's just like my dad just thinks I was the one, and he's very proud of me. It's not like he thinks that like it was like a loss. It was lost.
Honestly,
on me.
I think where your the most potential was as a child that was wasted was probably in like a form of tumbling or cheerleading.
I agree with you.
I think you could have been like an athlete.
Can you imagine the body I would have had if my parents just would have like put me in the gym with my sister the whole time?
Yeah, you'd been hot as fuck.
I
Can you
was
imagine the
At the gym all the
imagine the
time,
ass
flipping
you'd get?
around, but like I wasn't like doing the work
Yeah,
because I mean I was always there.
I
Picking
wasn't
at my
inspired at
sister,
like.
I would have loved to have been a tumbler.
Yeah, because you can do it back like you and
I
during
still
the
can do a
summer
round
you
off
can
back
do like
handspring.
gainers. Like that's hard. Like a gainers where you jump forward and
Do a backflip
do
on the
a
diving board.
backflip, and he could do them. You've never seen someone
So large, so graceful.
since SeaWorld.
Not since
Not
Shamu.
since Shamu has there been a more agile whale. I'm kidding. Not a whale. Do you Not a whale. Do you remember when
Just a large fish.
we were talking about roommates earlier? Do you remember when I told you that I had the world's fattest roommate in all time ever?
Can I tell it?
Yeah, go ahead. Have we already told it? Who knows?
I don't know. Bobby, when we were in college, when he got his first roommate,
I still think this is funny.
and he was like never home, but Bobby hated him. He was like, Scott, he's the fattest, most giant, most disgusting person you'll ever meet in your whole life. I hate him with every fiber. He's so fat. He's the most fat person. He's morbid. He's gross.
Looking back, he was not a bad person, and I was probably just being very judgmental.
Oh, you
just wanna-
don't say?
I just want to put that out there in case they listen, but don't use the name.
I couldn't if I wanted to.
Okay, I could.
Oh, I would hope so. He was your roommate. I walk into, well, here's the cat's really gonna be out of the bag. I finally show up at Bobby's apartment one day and came up for the weekend. To
And he had
party.
been gone for weeks
Yeah.
because I think he failed out halfway through. Which
Well,
so
I walked.
got
He
my
was
own
like,
apartment.
Bobby's like, go look at his closet. Just look at the size of his clothes. Like how fat he is. I go in there and I grab a pair of jeans, and they're the same fucking size that I wear. I was like, you fucking asshole. He's like, no, I won't believe it. No, like, there's no way. You carry it so much better than he does.
I
You're
felt awful because it wasn't that
I'm
I
like,
had just
"You
like
fucking
built it up in
asshole."
that moment. I had been building it up since like the start of living with this person. I've been like, he's such a fat piece of shit slob. Like, blah, blah, blah. So I had been building up how fat this person was, and then I just felt terrible.
For some reason, I want to say his name is Colby, and I know that's not it.
No, but don't say
I'm
what
not
you
going
think.
to. I just.
You're close. No cigar. But yeah. What's
Okay,
the
here-
next topic?
Have you ever looked in the drawers at a friend's house?
Oh my god, the first thing, if I come to your house and I ask to use the bathroom, I am looking in your medicine cabinet.
Oh, me too.
And I am looking for good. I'm looking for the goods. I don't want the Claritin. I'm looking to see, I want to see if you have hemorrhoid ointment. I want to know if you got the preparation H. I want to know. I want to know it all. I want all of your
Good rule of
bathroom
thumb: keep the
secrets.
preparation H away, and the Vagisil away from your toothpaste.
Yes, or Scott will brush his teeth with it.
No, I did. Put
Now,
my
preparation
mom's
H,
Vagisil on
I
my
have rubbed
toothbrush.
I have rubbed preparation H on you.
You have, but I did
But
put
it's-
Vagisil on my toothbrush one time.
I know we told that story on here.
We did.
We sure
Oh,
did. Yeah.
No.
Well, we're out of things to say.
Yeah. No, but we will look through all of your shit,
Yeah, and
and not in like a judgy way.
oh no.
In a way to get to know you.
Yeah.
And the freakier it is, the more we'll like you.
Yeah, the more we're into it. I will be in your medicine cabinet. And
Have you ever parked in a handicap spot without a permit?
all the time?
Yes.
Especially if I'm going into like grocery shopping and I know exactly where I'm going and what I need, and I know for a fact that there are other ones that are free. I would never take the last handicapped spot. I'm not
What's
a
the
monster.
most text messages you've sent in a month?
Oh my god, I
If
couldn't.
you had to ballpark it,
Oh my god, I couldn't.
maybe 100 for me.
Oh, hundreds of thousands for me.
In a month?
Yeah, between all the people I have to talk to and all the marketing chat, like all the chat. Yeah. Oh yeah, my
I know
job is
that
on my
mine
phone.
would be shockingly low.
I am in the hundreds of thousands. I'm
If you
sure.
could shop
Maybe
for
maybe
free,
1, 2. What's 25,000 has how many digits? I'm in the 5 digits. Maybe. I'm
maybe
definitely, I would say, because if you just look right here,
that's well, okay. If you're in the 5 digits, you're sending over almost 1,000 text messages a day.
I'm doing that probably.
1,000?
I
1,000.
probably look just today. I mean, this is all just today. Still all just today. Like if you look at my email, I have 37,870 unread emails.
Yeah, but that's not.
But
That's different.
But that's like how many I get too. Like I have a lot. My phone is constantly bing, bong,
Your
bing,
phone does go off
bong,
all the
bing,
time,
bong, bing,
but you
bong,
also work from your phone.
bing. I know.
If you could shop at one store,
Oh.
if you could shop for free at one store, which one would you choose?
Oh.
For free at one store.
You know what? I hate this store. No, Target.
Are you kidding me? I was literally gonna say Target.
It's perfect. You can get your groceries. Never have to buy groceries. You can get your clothes.
You get great design, like great decor.
Yeah.
Great. This sweatshirt today brought to you by Target.
I was gonna
These
say
shorts
Walmart
today
because
brought to you by
of
Target.
like the
Ooh, fuck Target.
selection
Yeah.
is bigger, but if I have to go to Walmart for something that Target didn't have for free, I'll do that if I
But
have to.
The selection is might not. It may be a little bit more limited,
Yeah.
but the selection is better. The quality is better.
Yes. And I could get my dog food.
Fucking love Target.
I mean, if we all had free shopping at Target forever, we wouldn't need.
I fucking
anything.
love Target.
I do too. What's the next topic? We'll do 2 more.
What 5 foods do you wish were banished from this earth? Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts,
I like all food.
um,
I would. I don't know. Brussels sprouts and broccoli and cauliflower are all good,
oh, they
especially
all
covered
are
in
fucking
covered in
dirt.
like Parmesan cheese. Oh.
Last 2. This is hard. Last 2.
I would just ban Necco wafers. I think
Ooh, those are gross.
that's all I would ban. I just don't think that any other food. I mean, you do you. I don't really have any thing that I would ban. I just feel very strongly about Necco wafers.
I will never eat deer.
I've eaten deer, so I can't really.
It's so
I won't
gross to
again
me.
because my dog looks like one.
And then I could never eat something like squirrel, rabbit,
I've done that and that.
just because I've seen a rabbit.
I would never eat turtle soup.
Uh.
That's the only thing I can think of that I would ban. I would ban like
I wouldn't eat like people eat liver.
I would ban like
Gross.
horse meat because I don't want people to eat
Can
horses.
you eat that?
People? That's like a delicacy places, I think.
No.
Yes, people eat horse.
No.
Yes.
I thought it was like super like
No, people eat horse.
It's supposed to be like super tough first, like it's all muscle, and then
people eat horse.
But isn't it also like incredibly like? Isn't it like this insane amount of bad juju if you eat a horse or something? Like it's horrible luck.
I don't know. Can a person eat a horse? I just Googled it. U.S. horse meat is unfit for human consumption because the uncontrolled. Oh, but it's okay. So it's not eaten.
Thank God.
I thought it was. Oh. Oh, yes.
What?
Australians do not generally eat horse meat, although they have a horse slaughter industry that exports to the EU. So people in the EU eat horse, and they get it from Australia. I knew that was something.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I wanted to say Australia, but I didn't want to say it until I knew for sure, and that confirmed it. So yes, people do eat horse. I've eaten alligator. It's just like really greasy chicken. And it's like, but it's good. It's really good. Have you ever had calamari? Do you like calamari?
Oh, I like calamari.
It's kind of like that.
Oh.
I would describe it like that. And I feel no shame. I could be a total vegetarian and eat alligator. I feel no guilt
Eating an alligator.
No, fuck all gators. Fuck all gators. They are so scary. And birds.
I'm not a
I
fan
don't really
of
feel
birds.
guilty eating any bird. Unless it was a pigeon. I love pigeons. Oh, that was a good one.
I know.
Birdman.
Okay, here, moving on. If you could be the best at any game, which would you choose?
It's a terrible question. I hate games.
Poker.
I don't even know her.
If I could be the best at poker, oh yeah. I'd
Oh
win
wow,
all the money.
you're really critically thinking. I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, because of money.
Yeah.
I would like to be good at slots.
With the sluts.
The slots, because then all I'd have to do is push a button. I don't want to
Yeah.
have to like do
That's
all
what
the
I was
math in
thinking.
my
Like,
head.
I wish if like playing the lottery is technically a game, I would like to.
Yeah, I
really
would
be
like
great
to
at
be
that
great
game.
at the lottery. I would like to be great at the lottery when it's in like the 400 millions.
Let's
do one more.
Oh, you want to do Valentine's Day?
Okay.
What would be an ideal date night for you?
I would have to say
April
April 25th because it's not too hot and it's not too cold.
All you need's a light jacket. But for real, that would be harsher punishment for parole
That would be
violators,
harsher
Stan.
punishment for parole violators, Stan.
You didn't let me get there. You came before. How dare you come before me?
Sorry, love. I didn't know it was your turn.
It's okay. Now you know. My super short show. So what was the question?
What would be your ideal date night? You come home, right? From you walk out of your bedroom
Uh-huh.
from a long day.
After that, I'm probably gonna want a night in.
So what has John done for you that would make this so perfect?
What has he done in the past?
No, like what would be like for him if you were picking out your date? Like if you walked out of your room after working
We don't
all
really
day.
go on dates.
I know, but if you did and you walked out and he had prepared this whole date for you,
He knows
just for you.
I would be stressed out and I wouldn't want to go.
That's true.
He wouldn't do it.
But like you
because
had planned it.
You
Like,
can't
what
spring
will John
plans
have
on
done?
me. If he plans it a month in advance
Yes.
and I know about it, I would like it to be a vacation.
That's not a date.
Okay, I want him to have a private jet
Okay.
and take me to
I hate you.
what?
A private jet.
Yeah, I want like
Lofty goals much? Jesus.
If I get a date
Great
night of if I get a
expectations.
date night of my dreams, here it is.
You're right. Sorry, I don't want to knock it.
Private jet
Feel bad for John.
with like and an evening with like 3 outfit changes.
Oh, you spend
And,
your whole,
like-
that would be you spending your whole night changing your clothes. That's how that would go.
No, we would start in the afternoon and I would have the first look would be my private jet look. So it would be like athleisure,
Jet set eleganza.
jet set eleganza with like a beat face, but like a cute hat and like no, not a hat, but like what I have on now, kind of like, oh, I'm jet setting.
Something flowy.
Something B. Arthur would wear. And then I would get changed on the plane before we land.
For departure.
Yeah, we're going to land in Paris because I'm watching Emily in Paris, and that's where we would land. And then we would have dinner.
Again, you're describing a vacation.
No, we were coming right back.
You're flying halfway around the world in one
Leaving the
night?
jet running because after dinner,
Okay.
we're going to fuck on the plane.
Okay.
And then we come home and we go to bed.
You know that's like a 12-hour flight. You fucking for 12 hours?
Oh, no. My private jet will have Wi-Fi, so we will have Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So
it'd be fucking and then TV watching.
it would be
Fucking
11
and
hours
binges.
and 50 minutes of Netflix and about 10 minutes of sex. But it would be very high up in the air.
It'd be very aerobic 10 minutes.
Yeah, and we might go across time zones, so
It could be longer.
we could fuck in the future.
You'll be fucking back in time.
Yeah, and I think
If I could
What
fuck back time.
what would your dream Valentine day be?
Then not even Valentine, just Dream Day.
Oh, well, what would it be?
It would be written by Shonda Rhimes.
Oh, good.
It would be prepared by
God.
Shonda Rhimes.
You have to prepare it.
I know.
What do you mean? No, she can't make a date for you.
But like, if she did, it would be perfect.
Okay, well, go big.
would be my
like I
type.
did. I wanted private jet.
I
What do
want-
you want? You can have anything.
Well, I like lovey-dovey stuff,
I don't.
but only in private. And
Only on your privates.
like, but like, I hate being in public and somebody being like, "Oh, baby."
Yeah, I
No,
don't like
like,
that. I don't like that either.
Get the fuck off me. Don't touch me. Don't think about me. Don't breathe on me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that.
No, me neither.
However, I would like my ex-boyfriend when in my apartment back in my hometown for Valentine's Day. I came home. Tea candles
Ew.
everywhere, lit. Rose petals everywhere on the ground.
I'd rather have a cup of tea made for me when I got
Delicious
home.
dinner made. Hated everything about it. It made me uncomfortable. It made me hot and sweaty. First of all, that's a lot of open flames. And you know I get hot very easily, and I don't like to be sweaty.
No, we all know.
We
don't
and
like
you know
you-
I don't.
we don't
feel
like
my
you to be
cutest
sweaty
at
either.
And nothing makes me feel ugly than being sweaty. That's I will say, like, nothing makes me feel uglier than having a bead of sweat rolling down my face. Like so I hate it. Most people be like, "Oh my god, that's so sweet." Not this guy.
No,
No.
I tried to make dinner.
This
for
is a
John
fire hazard.
one time, and it didn't.
I
work out.
said I didn't want to see a single fucking rose petal. I can't even see the floor because they're covered.
Was this for Valentine's Day or just random?
This was Valentine's Day.
Oh, well, that's a little bit more.
No, it's not. It's even
acceptable.
more unacceptable.
Well, I guess. But what's your actual dream?
Honestly,
You're just telling us your shitty past ones.
I'm very.
That was a belch.
I know you're gonna be shocked by this statement. I'm very simple.
I know.
A good bottle of Pinot Grigio
Mm-hmm.
doesn't even have to be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you.
Some Pinot Grigio. I don't like to eat on a date. However, if I did something like
Taco Bell.
not breathy, not like
Baked beans. A bussy full
not
of baked
heavy,
beans.
not breathy.
A
like,
bussy full of baked beans.
A bussy full of baked beans would not be a good, like,
Mm.
something light and quick and easy, like a plate of like a charcuterie, a plate of soft cheeses. Like,
I've made you this plate
but
of
like,
soft cheeses.
don't give me like an onion cracker or anything like that because then I want to kill you. But then some wine, some cheese. I love a carb. You know, a baguette.
How about some bruschetta?
Wouldn't turn my nose up to a baguette.
I would love a caprese salad.
Yes, I could do that. But see,
Can we have that tomorrow?
with a caprese salad,
Or can we have that for craft services next?
Here's what I'm thinking.
Can we have that for craft services?
I'm thinking you in college
With pepper in my teeth?
with pepper in your teeth. I think of like little green pieces in my
Why?
teeth.
Do I have it now?
No,
Oh.
I'm just saying. I couldn't eat a salad. That would be like what I would
I
be
meant like
thinking of.
those things.
I know what you mean.
Like the stacked things. It's like a mozzarella ball, a tomato, the green leaf, and then the brown sauce.
Balsamic?
Yes.
Are you talking about like bruschetta?
No, caprese. Google it. Caprese. It's like, it's cheese, tomato. What's the green leaf?
Basil.
Yeah, basil and
Balsamic.
balsamic reduction.
Balls.
Deep balsamic dressing. It's not dressing. It's like a reduction.
Yes. But
That's
anyway, back
what
to
I
my
want.
date.
Okay, go ahead. Google a picture of this.
It would be.
Yes.
I don't. I always go back to New Girl. You know what's a great date? Errands and a smoothie.
Oh, Jesus.
And it is a great date. But like, I want attention, but I don't want to feel smothered.
I want attention, but not too much attention. I want you to
Yes.
like me, but not too much. I want you to hold my hand, but not all the time.
Yes.
That's actually all very reasonable.
Yes. And like, I love a wine and dine. Take me out to a nice dinner if you
That
want.
is what I want.
But I don't need that. That's good.
Showing the camera.
Tomatoes.
I love that. We make me
Potatoes,
that.
lamb,
We make me
ram.
that for craft services next week. It can be a healthy.
I mean,
craft
tomatoes are
services.
not in season right now.
Oh, who fucking cares to go buy a goddamn tomato?
It makes a huge difference.
No, not when I'm shoving it down my gullet with a patty full of mozzarella. I'm not interested in the tomato. I want the mozzarella.
But my ideal date would also have weed involved.
Well, I'm definitely going to be high on my private jet.
Like that would be a fun. Like seeing that. Like let's go
To the beach
each. Let's get away. Like that would just be fun. Let's do like a weed sampling.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, I want to go on a tequila tasting.
Oh, that would be fun too. Go like to a
Yeah.
distillery.
Yes. I was just thinking us. Like all of us go.
I would love to go to like I love going to breweries and stuff, but I don't do that very much anymore because you two hate beer.
I hate beer, but find a tequila tasting and I'm down. What's the last topic? We'll do one more and then we're going to sign off this
Okay.
shit.
Diabetes.
Oh,
Make it a good one.
That would be harsher punishment for parole violators, Stan.
Is this going to be a good answer? Okay.
what do you remember most
Mm-hmm.
about your first kiss?
That it was in the movie Shrek with Tracy.
Okay, your first kiss with a boy. I don't remember mine.
I don't really remember. I probably the first time I hooked up with a guy, I guess. So I guess when I had a grinder guy over in Morgantown, and he ended up, he was a stripper.
Your first time was with a stripper?
My first kiss.
Oh.
I don't remember anything else.
I was about to like that would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was a stripper.
That's hot.
Yeah. Andy gave me his stripper name, and I forget what it was.
What was the stripper name?
I forget what it was, but it was at like the gay vice versa club there.
Yeah.
But I don't remember his name. I don't remember the stripper name, but he wouldn't give me his real name. He just give me his stripper name, and I was like, well.
Lance Dicklong.
Yeah. I'm like, so is that really your last? Is your last name really
Dick-
Seaman?
Dick me down the house.
Hi, my name is Dick. Dick send me. No, but that's, yeah, it wasn't any, but my first romantic kiss was in 6th grade in Shrek.
Well, if we're really going, okay, my first what was kindergarten with Samantha Sams.
She pooped her pants in 2nd grade.
You remember the blunt bang that she had?
Yeah,
Whatever
but
happened to her?
I'm friends with her on Facebook. Hope to God she doesn't listen to this.
Oh God.
But
I
and it's Samantha's. Oh wait, I'm talking about a different Samantha. Yeah,
that one used to live up the street from me in my neighborhood.
yeah,
Yeah, this
that's
is
the
a
one that
different
pooped her pants
Oh,
in 2nd grade.
okay.
And doesn't that suck? I'm friends with her on Facebook, and she has like a daughter. She has a life, and I look at her and I'm like, what a loser.
She pooped her pants.
She
in
shit
second-
herself in 2nd grade, and I'm still to this day. That's what I think of her. So
You shit yourself in adult life.
I think that's better.
I do. She's a child.
But I didn't do it in front of a lot of people.
Oh.
She did it at lunch.
So my first kiss was with Samantha Sams in kindergarten,
Hey, Samantha Sams.
and then
She got around. Round, round, get around. She got around. In high school.
good for her.
I know. I'm jealous.
I know. I wish I could have gotten around more.
I
in high
didn't get
school.
anywhere.
If I could have gotten around in high school with who I really wanted to get around with.
Right? Did any of those people turn out to be gay? Probably not. I think we're the only gays from our year.
Well, no, there's that one that's
Oh, wait. There's the one that you used to be friends with for a little bit. Remember?
oh, Candy.
Yeah. I don't want to say his real name, but
But then there
we
was
called him Candy Flowers.
Fami,
Mommy.
Lara, or Tara.
What are you
Fami
saying?
Tara.
What?
Fami Tara.
Fami Tara. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. We're doing rhymes, apparently. So there's 4. There's 4 gays. Oh,
But
there's
that
the
one came out of nowhere
there's
for me.
There's one that was out while we were there. I think his name was Nathan.
Oh, Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah, because he came up to me and told me he wanted to fuck me, and I was like, I don't even know what that means.
But I want it.
It was, yeah. No, I did not.
I don't know what
Not
it
from
is, but I
him.
want it.
Not from him, I didn't. But
No.
he said that to me. Do you know when he said that to me? Do you know? He said that to me at the American Cancer Society.
Fundraiser.
What do they call
The
it?
Relay for Life.
Relay for Life. That was the same Relay for Life, if you remember correctly, that I served you a snow cone with pond water.
Oh, that's right.
I bet all of our friends, I was like, you want to know something funny? I said, I guarantee you I can get Scott to drink pond water. And they're like, how? And I said, I can do it. Just wait. So I went to the snow cone like booth and I was like, can I just get a plain one? No flavor. And I got it. And then I went over to this disgusting
the City Park
Pond. In retrospect, I apologize. No, I don't.
I'm surprised I don't have cholera.
Right? I went and I spooned in just that dirty ass pond water and I just mixed it around a little bit. And then I said, okay, just nobody say anything. And we all went over and we were just hanging out. And I go, oh, God, I'm going to throw all this away. I can't eat the rest of this.
It's because it was a snow biz, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a snow biz.
And if you're from our hometown, snow biz
is the snow cone.
you don't
place.
fuck with it. Like if somebody gives you
Yeah.
a snow biz, you take a snow biz.
Well,
like
and-
it's like a
and
great
food
day.
that Scott likes, you don't throw it away in front of him if you're not
no.
done. And I knew this, and I said I won't have to trick him into anything. So I just said I'm gonna throw this away unless anyone wants it. And Scott goes, "What flavor is it?" And I go,
Sounds like me.
lemon. And he goes, I'll take it. And I said, okay. He took 3 bites and said, this is awful. And I said, it's because it's full of pond water. Boom. Boom. And that's how I got Scott to drink from the City Park Pond. I hope in the future they're not like, I'm sorry, sir, but you have extreme poisoning from something.
I know.
Did you happen to ever drink out of your City Park's pond? Yes, I did. But that's how
God.
Did you forget about that?
I did. You know, I've blocked out most of my childhood.
I also fingered a girl there that night. In a tent.
The
With my dad outside sitting in a lawn chair.
was it the one that we swam with or the original one?
It wasn't the one we swam with. We went to high school with her.
But not junior
And
high
she's
and
now like
elementary?
yeah. We went to everywhere with her. Not Stacy, but rhymes with that. Are you blanking or
No.
you know who I'm talking about?
The one I used to live with?
No.
Oh.
The one that like got cut off from society because her boyfriend went to your
Yes, that's who I was meaning the first time.
Oh. You said the original one.
The original one. She's the original one.
She's not the original one.
She is the only girl. She was the first girl.
Not that I did it with.
She was the first girl.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's what was happening.
You've only had 2.
That was a fun relay for life. I raised a lot of money and I did a lot of good.
And you were finger blasting fucking
And feeding you pond water.
gross.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
No.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's
Uh,
hot. That's hot.
I just watched Paris
That's hot. This is hot.
get married.
That's
That was
hot.
so beautiful.
This is really hot. That's 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 really hot. That's 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 hot. That was hot.
That was hot. Okay. All right, you guys. That has been Poppers and Pop-Tarts.
Thank you for joining us for this week's Poppers and Pop-Tarts.
That's been Hey Girl. And thank you for putting up with last week's episode. We're sorry that we probably sounded like we were dying, but at least we did it. Make sure you follow me at It's Bobby Jean Spears on Instagram. Follow Scott at SJ_Wally, even though he doesn't check it. And follow us, the show, at Hey Girl Pod. Subscribe to our Patreon and leave us reviews and do nice things for us.
Yes.
We love you.
Thank you guys so
Goodbye.
much.
Goodbye.